Hey, I got a friend who wants to... Are you recording still?
I was.
Oh.
Hello, friend.
Hello. He wants to come inside Meg's. Oh, he just flew away. He's on the camera.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Can't videotape that.
I don't know what that is.
He's on the camera!
Time to sweat local 815. We are here at Paulyground Playground in Alpine Park. We're just going to give you various ideas that you can get out in nature, whether it's a bench in a park or kind of those like stone hedges that you can kind of step onto. Obviously a playground gives you way more options. So lower body stuff like jumps and steps, upper body like poles and rows, full body climbing up and over and through things. Really just to play, to get out there and move your body in different ways that you're not used to. So here's the playground. Time to play. We're gonna start with our legs. I have my assistant here. You wanna tell them your name?
I'm Reed.
This is Reed. All right. We're gonna start with just a step up. So come on down here, bud. And you're gonna find a low step somewhere, whatever that may be. You're just gonna step up onto the ledge. Yep, and step back down. And again, go ahead, do like 10. So as you do these step ups, I would say if you haven't been doing a lot, you don't want to do a ton of reps at one time. Maybe do 10 to 20 and then rest and then repeat. And I wouldn't do over 100 reps at one time, especially if you've not been working out consistently. If you have been working out, do 100 reps, but do them fast. So go fast, Reed. Up, down, boom, boom, fast. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so that's more for speed and quickness. All right. Second thing you could do is jump, but jump and go 1, 2 when you land. All right. Yep, so it's a jump, but you're kind of landing soft. So you go ahead and do that again. There's a 1, 2 jump. And then a regular jump, be landing on 2 feet. If that's too easy, you jump on this one. Too high, is that good?
That's fine.
Okay. Easy, all right. If that's too easy, you then go a little bit higher. And with the step jumps and the regular jumps, I would say with jumps, maybe start with 10 reps or 10 to 15 seconds at a time, and then rest the same amount of time and repeat that. Again, do not go over 10 sets of that. Next up for lower body exercises is just the basic squat. You could squat in the open, but if you have assistance, it's sometimes easier to go lower and be able to do more repetitions. So if I find any object that I want and I sit all the way down, I'm gonna fully sit on that object, try not to rock forward because it makes it harder, and then just stand back up. Boom. For something like this, you could do more reps, maybe upwards of 30, maybe 40. And then I would rest about as long as it takes you, and you can repeat that. Maybe 3 sets if you're doing 30 to 40 reps. You can pair those 2 up if you want and do some jumps and then some squats and go back and forth and back and forth. Squats. Still focusing on the lower body, we can do something that's a little more high tempo, less slow. For that, it's a toe tap. So I'm touching the slide, switching my feet and touching again. Switch, 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 switch. You can speed it up and go faster. I would recommend maybe doing 30 to 40 seconds, rest for half of that time and do 5 to 6 sets. Really get your heart rate up. Next up, we're gonna do some upper body. So you can find a surface that's not too low for you. If you have wrist issues, just be leery of this, but we can do push-ups or half push-ups. Keep your elbows nice and tight. Try to move them straight back behind you. With that, you can also scale, find other objects, right? If you need a little bit higher, if that's too hard to go all the way down, then I would recommend getting a higher surface. The higher the surface, the easier the push-up. The lower the surface, the harder the push-up. For something like this, I would not recommend as high reps. Arms get tired much faster. So maybe start with 10 reps at a time, maybe 12. Give adequate rest and 4 to 5 sets of that. Moving on to more upper body motions, brachiation, or the idea of hanging and being on your limbs, is really healthy for the shoulder in small doses. So my monkey here is gonna climb over, attaboy. He's gonna try to switch his grip so that his hands are facing forward if he can. There we go, all right, and he's gonna hang. He might last for 3 seconds and drop. Great, perfect timing. So for you at home, hang for as long as you're capable of, but don't really try to just keep hanging on. If you start to feel funny, drop down, rest a little bit, and then try another set. You could also do assistance. If this wasn't so high, right, I can touch. So I had my feet on the ground. So I can kind of start to hang with having assistance of my feet. Don't overdo this. Do a few sets of a few seconds and you can scale up as you get better at it. For our last upper body motion, we are gonna do plank plus step up or plank plus tap, whatever variation you wanna use. I'll show you on the knees first, which is easier variation, less of my body weight. So I'll get on the ground, move my knees back. I wanna push my hips down so I'm flat. And from here, you can lift up if you want, otherwise stay like this. I'm gonna reach up to something and back down, or just tap my own shoulder. If that's too easy, elevate nice and flat, up, down, up, down. For something like that, I would go until form breaks down. Your belly starts to cave in or your back starts to cave. At that point, you should probably just cut it off and rest, and then you can do another set. Something like this core, 3 to 4 sets is normally plenty. I would start with 15 seconds and progress all the way to 60 seconds. If you're at 60 seconds, you're a rock star and you need to find a harder variation. One of the most fun things to do at a place that you have a lot of options and movements to do, like I just showed you, is just to do a simple circuit where you go 30 seconds of one thing, rest for 30 seconds as you walk to the next and do 30 seconds of that. So we showed you lower body and upper body variation, so I would go lower, upper, and just keep rotating back and forth for a certain time, 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 8 minutes, whatever you think you're capable of. And just make sure that you don't push past the point of pain and you're just trying to get out and kind of be active and be moving and not make it too difficult. And now it's time for fun. Workout done, we sweat local. Now it's time to eat or drink local. We are here at Meg's Daily Grind. It rhymes. Looking for a nice coffee spot that is local and not large chain. This is a great option. We're going to talk about caffeine, some things to consider when having it, and how to pick a good drink if you're going for a healthier option and the nuances of that. So let's head in. I will do a decaf latte, but can I do oat milk?
Yes, what size?
Small.
Small. Did you want that hot, right?
Well, I should ask, what sugar-free flavors do you have?
For sugar-free flavors, we have almond, peppermint, English toffee, pumpkin, raspberry, Irish cream, vanilla, hazelnut, we have caramel, white chocolate.
Everything. So everything in sugar-free pretty much. Okay, I could have saved you the time, sorry. I'll do a 1 pump of white chocolate, sugar-free, and 1 pump of hazelnut.
Welcome to Meg's.
Got our daily pick-me-up or not pick-me-up.
If you haven't been to Meg's,
Yeah.
family owned, operated since '01.
Coming on 20 years.
Check out their website.
Yep.
They do fantastic stuff. We love family owned and operated operations.
Support it.
It's a fantastic thing. Super, cute little place. Good coffee.
Different than most, big chain coffee suppliers. They have more options and different options, maybe in terms of the types of milks you can get and the flavorings. Like their list on their wall is huge.
Yep,
so that's pretty cool. You can kind of make your own creations, and it's kind of like a build it yourself, and that's pretty unique compared to most coffee shops.
So Lauren, build it yourself.
Build it myself.
You asked the very nice lady 1,000 different questions up there.
Yeah, I did.
What'd you go with?
I did. First of all, decaf. I don't process caffeine all that well. It's late in the day. I don't need to pick me up right now, so I went decaf. Did a latte because I'm doing iced, and so that's majority milk. I don't really do milk, so thankfully Meg's has a lot of options to fit if you're maybe dairy free or have different intolerances and things. So I chose the oat milk, which is kind of the craze right now. I like how it tastes. It just has a thicker, creamier taste, similar to milk if you missed that. And my concoction was, drumroll please, white chocolate and hazelnut. Amazing. But I do 1 pump of each. If you're going to get flavorings in your coffee, I recommend asking how many pumps they're going to use, because they might use more than you need. And 4 that's what you're used to, but you might try 3 and it's like, this tastes just as good. And it could be 1/4 of the sugar. And if, we're here for fitness and for health. And so not saying sugar is all evil. I chose sugar free, but that has sugar alcohols in it. So it's like, okay, what's better, what's worse? But I just want to limit it. And so I'll choose 2 pumps versus the 4 pumps that you might get in a big drink.
And it tastes
amazing.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you sure this is sugar free? Can you check that? Yeah.
So you don't need those, 14 different pumps of
Yes.
dude,
Yes.
that you might get at other large chain places.
Coffee places.
Yes.
To be named.
To be not to be named.
Not to be named.
For he who not be named.
Voldemort.
Don't say his name.
Oh, sorry. Adamsborg.
Yeah. So
just black coffee,
yes.
which is great for a lot of things.
And it's summer, so I got ice because I'm
Classy.
yes, because it's hot outside.
Classy.
So I want hot coffee.
Yes.
But yeah, I just easy, no calories. I process caffeine pretty quickly, so it is 4:20 p.m.
30.
and
Now we're 4:30.
4:30. Shoot. Okay, so I should sleep all the night. If I don't sleep all the night, I gotta check myself. But you do need to watch caffeine late in the night,
Yeah.
late in the day. If it messes with your sleep, bad idea.
Yeah, just something to try out. If you're an everyday coffee drinker, mess with your times and when you cut it off, and don't have it for a day. See how you feel. If you feel like that, like your world's about to end, you might want to consider altering. 2 days on, 2 days off is a really good regimen for caffeine, so you don't get too dependent on it.
Yeah, well, I know that's kind of the craze. Like, oh, I need my coffee.
Yeah.
Makes for
If you like the
Well-
ritual, decaf.
Yeah.
No harm, no foul.
It's a great idea.
I know.
Nice idea.
Yeah.
You should be a nutrition coach.
Oh yeah.
Guys, Megs.
Oh yeah, we're cheersing. See you later.